Hello, good afternoon and welcome all my viewers to your verbal ability class. I'm Grover ma'am here and today we are going to do some practice questions, some exercise of one word substitution. What we have done till yet, हमने वन वर्ड सब्स्टिट्यूशन बहुत सारे यूजफुल और इम्पॉर्टेंट वर्ड्स पढ़े हैं जो हमारे बहुत सारे एग्जाम्स में पूछे जाते हैं. Now today we are going to do some practice questions. So here we go to the first slide of the practice question, and that is a person who thinks only of himself. Now there are some people, for them they are more important. They keep themselves at the head of everything and they are called as egoist. So ego is I, अपने बारे में ही सोचना. Eccentric are those who are somewhere unusual in their habit. So right, a person who is unusual in the habit is supposed to be eccentric. So they are unusual, something different from the rest. Proud, one who is very much overconfident about whatever they have. They are self-obsessed. That makes them प्राउड. फिर आते हैं बोस्टर. बोस्टर मतलब जो बोस्ट बहुत करते हैं, जो बड़ी बड़ी बातें करते हैं. द अनदर सिनोनिम दैट कैन बी यूज्ड फॉर बोस्टर्ड इज ब्रैगर्ड. ठीक है, तो दैट पर्सन इज अ ब्रैगर्ड हु ब्रैग्स अ लॉट, हु स्पीक्स अ लॉट अबाउट देमसेल्फ. सो द करेक्ट आंसर ओवर हियर इज egoist who thinks only of himself. Moving to the next question. The question is, Ram speaks less in the forum. Now, कोई भी जना अगर थोड़ा कम बोलता है, that means he is very much thoughtful about everything, right? So we call such person as reticent. Reticent means who remains quiet because they are deep thinkers. They analyze the things and do not waste their time unnecessarily talking. Now, if you talk about unintelligible word, so not intelligible, something which is not very meaningful is unintelligible. Those who do not talk very much valuable, of much value, that is unintelligible. Garrulous are loquacious. हमने ये term किया था when we talked about the one who walks in sleep, तो हमने उसे somnologist बोला था. One who talks in sleep is a somnologist. तो loquist जो मैंने आपको बोला था वो बोलने के लिए आता है टर्म, बहुत ज्यादा जो बोलते हैं. So garrulous are loquacious. Loquacious means those who are talkative. So an easy word for this is talkative, जो बहुत ज्यादा बोलता है. They are like chatterboxes. That is garrulous. Then banal. Banal is something very ordinary, very boring, uninteresting, and not of much energy, right? So that is banal. Banal is something which is dull and boring. So our correct answer is reticent, and another synonym for reticent can be taciturn. So tacit are those who speak less. Now we come to our next question, that is Savitri travels on foot. Now one who moves on foot is known as a pedestrian. पैदल चलने वाला. ठीक है, so that is known as a pedestrian. अब बाकी वर्ड्स जो हैं हमारे ट्रैवलर, डिसिप्लिनेरियन और स्ट्रिकलर, लेट्स टॉक अबाउट देम. Traveler is one who travels anywhere from one place to another. It's not mentioned whether a person travels on foot only. You can go by air, you can go by train, any other mode of transport. If you are a stickler, then you are very strict. You insist on something and you just follow that. So that means you are a stickler. But when you are a disciplinarian, you particularly are hard taskmaster, as you are very strict about the rules, about everything which makes the things go in order, because you are the one who loves discipline. Right. So वैसे तो हमारी एक बहुत अच्छी saying है, one who loves discipline loves knowledge. So definitely one who loves knowledge, loves discipline, it is a part of it, because if you are disciplined, if you are regular to anything, then only you achieve what you want. So here the correct word is pedestrian. Now we come to the next term, to the next question. In Magadh, there was the government by a king or a queen. So it's talking about long past, when the rulers and the kings used to control the various provinces. So जब मगध में एक टाइम था जब किंग और रूलर या क्वीन थी, उस रूल को हम क्या कहते थे? दैट वाज नोन एज द मोनार्की. तो हमने ये भी टर्म पढ़े थे, आर्की टर्म्स वी हैव ऑलरेडी रेड. आर्की, क्रेसी, एग्जैक्टली, क्रेटो मीन्स पावर. सो आर्की या क्रेसी ये इसी से आए हैं कि द काइंड ऑफ सिस्टम ऑफ गवर्नमेंट दैट इज देयर. सो वी स्टडीड अ डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम इन विच the people elect their representatives, or the eligible members, they are the ones who govern the country. Then monarchy, when any ruler or any single person rules the complete area. Then plutocracy, Pluto is related to wealth, so the government by the wealthy people is known as plutocracy. Autocracy, auto is self, autocratic government, and where one of them that is not any king or queen, but a person who dictates over others, right? So that is an autocracy, जहाँ पे एक person जो ruler है वो अपनी powers का use करता है and doesn't take or doesn't give importance to others, that is known as autocracy, right? Next, the question that follows is, this is a practice of having several wives. Now, when a person thinks about marriage, then definitely it is a very pure and holy thinking. But there are people who marry more than one person, having several wives. इसे हम बोलते हैं polygamy. पॉली का मतलब होता है मैनी, मल्टीपल, राइट, एंड गैमी का मतलब मैनी फीमेल कंपेनियन, सो दैट इज मैनी वाइव्स. डॉटेज का मतलब है ओल्ड एज, समथिंग रिलेटेड टू ओल्ड, है ना, तो दैट इज, दिस इज अ वेरी डिफरेंट वर्ड फ्रॉम दिस कंसिडरेशन. देन मोनोगैमी, मोनो का मतलब वन, हैविंग ओनली वन वाइफ, that is known as monogamy. So mono means one and gamy means the partner, life partner, wife, and that is why one wife. Bigamy, by again root हमारे पास क्या है? By, and by means two. So those who the one who marries two women, that is a bigamy. Mono, one who has only one life partner, one wife. Poly means many, and dotage is a word which tells about your old condition and old age. Then coming to the next question, a life history written by somebody else. अब हमारी लाइफ है, अगर हम अपनी लाइफ के बारे में खुद किसी को बता रहे हैं तो वो बनती है हमारी ऑटोबायोग्राफी. ऑटो मीन्स सेल्फ, अपनी लाइफ के सेल्फ डिटेल्स देना, दैट इज अ बायोग्राफी, राइट. सो बायोग्राफी, आप बायोडेटा से भी वर्ड ले सकते हो अपनी डिटेल्स जब आप देते हो. सो सिमिलरली ग्राफी, बायो मतलब अपनी लाइफ की पूरी इवेंट्स के अक्रंस को बताना, दैट इज अ बायोग्राफी. सो द करेक्ट टर्म ओवर हियर इज बायोग्राफी, बिकॉज somebody else is writing, not we ourselves. अगर हम खुद लिख रहे होते तो बनता ऑटोबायोग्राफी, अदरवाइज इट इज बायोग्राफी. देन एंथ्रोपोलॉजी, ये टर्म हम ऑलरेडी कर चुके हैं. लॉजी इज स्टडी ऑफ एनीथिंग and anthro is mankind. So here it is the study of the mankind, that is anthropology. Then ornithology, लॉजी आ गया, लॉजी स्टडी हो गया. ऑर्निथो हम यूज करते हैं रूट वर्ड अगेन फॉर बर्ड्स, तो द स्टडी ऑफ बर्ड्स इज सेड टू बी ऑर्निथोलॉजी. सो द करेक्ट आंसर ओवर हियर इज बायोग्राफी. Then the act of murder of a human being, right? So killing somebody, murder, that is known as the act of murder. अब कोई किसी का मर्डर कर रहा है, that is homicide. ये भी टर्म हमने अपनी लास्ट सेशन में पढ़ा था. homicide, killing of one person by another, that is homicide. और हमने इसमें एक और इंटरेस्टिंग वर्ड पढ़ा था, genocide, मतलब जब एक पूरे रेस के, एक से समुदाय के लोगों का एक साथ किलिंग होता है, मास किलिंग होता है, उसे हम जीनोसाइड कहते हैं. नाउ व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द टर्म मेट्रिसाइड, देन यू कैन इजीली रिकॉल मेट्री इज द रूट वर्ड फॉर maternal, that is mother. So killing of mother is matricide, killing of father is patricide. Paternal से आया वो root, वो maternal से आया है. Suicide is self killing. So this is really a very unhappy phase when the person goes through, and thus leading to suicide. So the correct answer over here is homicide. Now the next question is something that cannot be imitated. हम जिसको exactly उसी तरीके से नहीं कर सकते हैं. Everyone has their own expression of everything, right? So which cannot be imitated is inimitable. तो imitate से imitable आ गया, और in मतलब not imitated. So the correct answer is inimitable. Now the next word that is given is inevitable. Now inevitable means something which is very necessary, right? Which cannot be escaped. So it's better if we write it as which cannot be escaped. So something which cannot be escaped is inevitable. जो होगा ही होगा, अति आवश्यक. So कोई भी चीज जो श्योर है वो होगी ही होगी, दैट इज इनएविटेबल. इसका हम बहुत कॉमन सेंटेंस यूज करते हैं. डेथ इज इनएविटेबल, वी कैन नॉट एस्केप फ्रॉम दैट, राइट? सो विच कैन नॉट बी एस्केप्ड. देन वी हैव द टर्म डुप्लिसिटी. तो डुप्लीकेट कॉपी बनाना. अब इमिटेट करना और डुप्लीकेट बनाना, ऐसे तो हमें लगता है कि बहुत सिमिलर वर्ड्स हैं, बट एग्जैक्टनेस उस वर्ड में है. डुप्लिसिटी कैन बी ऑफ एनीथिंग. इट कैन बी डिसीटफुल वर्किंग ऑफ एनीथिंग. सो डुप्लिसिटी इज डिसीट, किसी को धोखा देना, किसी को चीट करना, फ्रॉड्यूलेंस करना, दैट इज डुप्लिसिटी. इनएक्सप्लिकेबल. inexplicable. In matlab not explain. So this word has been explicable matlab explain. Which cannot be explained is inexplicable. Right? Then moving to the next question. Gayatri doesn't know how to read and write. The person who doesn't know how to read and write is obviously an illiterate, right? And we have some more terms now which we can understand better. The word given is invulnerable. Now vulnerable का मतलब होता है जो आसानी से, जिसे हम अफेक्ट कर सकते हैं. जैसे अगर हम बात करें ओल्ड पीपल और द हैंडीकैप्ड और द स्मॉल चिल्ड्रन, दे आर इजीली अफेक्टेड. कोई भी नेचुरल कैलेमिटी होती है या कोई भी एक दुर्घटना होती है, तो हम देखते हैं कि जो लोग बहुत जल्दी अफेक्टेड होते हैं वो ओल्ड और लेम और हैंडीकैप्ड और women and children are mostly, they are to be provided the protection because they are easily affected. Invulnerable का मतलब हो गया जो easily affected ना हो. One who is not affected easily is invulnerable. So we write the answer, meaning as not affected easily. Then we have blindfolded. Blindfolded मतलब आंख में पट्टी बांध के जो हम गेम खेलते हैं, जनरली उसे हम blindfold बोलते हैं. So when you are blindfolded means you are not able to see what lies in front of you, what is there in front of you. So thus you are blindfolded, you are unaware, right? You do not have any account of the thing. So that is unaware. Headstrong. Headstrong are ziddi, adamant, obstinate. So those who are headstrong, मतलब उन्होंने जो सोचा है, they want to accomplish that. So headstrong is someone who is adamant, right? Compelled on something, completely obstinate, ziddi kahin करते हैं वो, they are not ready to change their decision. So that is a headstrong person. Then coming to the next slide, we have the question study of birds. अभी हमने ये question करा भी था. Study of birds, we did it as ऑर्निथोलॉजी। तो हमारा ये टर्म आया था, अभी वर्ड आया था इन द अदर क्वेश्चन, दैट वाज देयर व्हेन वी हैड मोर वर्ड्स टू स्टडी। देन एंथ्रोपोलॉजी भी हमने करा था, लॉजी इज स्टडी, स्टडी ऑफ मैनकाइंड एंड देयर इवोल्यूशन, देयर डेवलपमेंट, दैट इज एंथ्रोपोलॉजी। Zoology, zoo is animals, the study of animals is known as zoology, and human beings are also the part of the study of zoology, क्योंकि हम भी एक तरह से evolutionized animals ही हैं, right? So zoology, study of animals. Numismatics, the numismatics is the study of the coins, right? So we have the various currency and the coins, how it has evolved, how it has changed, इसको हम बोलते हैं न्यूमिस्मैटिक्स। हमने एक वर्ड पढ़ा था अपने वन वर्ड सब्स्टिट्यूशन के फर्स्ट सेशन में, द प्लेस वेयर द कॉइन्स आर मेड, कॉइन्स, टोकन्स, मेडल्स, सो दैट इज नोन एज मिंट, राइट? और उन्हीं की जो हम स्टडी लेते हैं उसे हम बोलते हैं न्यूमिस्मैटिक्स। Coming to the next term, next question, a thing no longer in use. अब जिसका use अब नहीं करते हम, because वो चीज आउट ऑफ डेट हो गई है, उसका अब उतना रिक्वायरमेंट हमें नहीं पड़ता है, that is known as obsolete. So something which is out of use is obsolete. So a confusion arises, and what do you mean by redundant? तो redundant मतलब जो waste है, अननेसेसरी है, जिसकी एक्सेस में प्रेजेंस होने की वजह से हमें उसकी जरूरत नहीं है, वो होता है redundant. So if there are certain employees in a company who are unnecessary over there, then that can be called as they are redundant for us. ठीक है, हमारे कुछ organs भी होते हैं जो vestigial होते हैं, जिनको हमें हमारी बॉडी में उनके प्रेजेंस या ना प्रेजेंस से, पर्टिकुलरली अपेंडिक्स का होता है कि उससे हमारे को बहुत ज्यादा अफेक्ट नहीं पड़ता है, as it is not helping in any body in any kind of assimilation or any kind of metabolic activity. So यही से हमारा वर्ड redundant आता है, not much needed, right? So redundant is unnecessary, unnecessary or not much needed. Then sick, one who is not in a proper frame of health is sick. Obnoxious is something which is harmful. तो हम ये gases के लिए यूज करते हैं, obnoxious होती हैं कुछ poisonous होती हैं, they are harmful or they are poisonous, right? So that is obnoxious. Coming to the next question, words written on the tomb of a person. किसी की याद में, उसके tomb पे, उसके मकबरे पे, जब उसके जो जहाँ पे हम डेड बॉडी को बैरी करते हैं, उस पे जो लिखे जो वर्ड्स होते हैं उसे बोला जाता है epitaph. तो they are the words written in remembrance of somebody who has passed away, right? So that is epitaph. मैन्यूस्क्रिप्ट, मैन्यूस्क्रिप्ट्स क्या होती हैं? हमारे जितने भी एपिक्स हैं पहले वो लिखे जाते थे, तो वी डिड नॉट हैव पेपर, सो इंस्टेड वी यूज सम लीव्स और सम अदर मटेरियल ऑन विच द थिंग्स वर रिकॉर्डेड, right? So the record of the past epics and everything was done on manuscripts, handwritten. Manu matlab handwritten, handwritten notes that are kept, and that is known as manuscripts. इंस्क्रिप्शन, इंस्क्राइब करना कोई चीज, किसी चीज को एनग्रेव करना, कार्व करना. सो इंस्क्रिप्शन इज कार्विंग समथिंग. सो कार्विंग समथिंग, any like it can be inscription of words anywhere, inscription of any kind of images or such things. Whereas when you talk about the word engrave, ये एक verb है, ये action बता रहा है. engrave मतलब carve करना, to carve, ये carving है ना. inscription is carved words that are there, but engrave is to carve. तो कार्व करना, एक्शन करना, और वो जो हम एक्शन करके उन्हें लिखते हैं वो हमारे कार्व्ड वर्ड्स होते हैं. इंस्क्रिप्शन होता है, बट किसी के टूम पे लिखे हुए, उसके दैट प्लेस वेयर दैट पर्सन इज बेरीड, वहां पर लिखे हुए जो शब्द होते हैं वो एक पर्टिकुलर टर्म है, एंड दैट इज नोन एज एपिटैफ. देन रोहित इज ग्रीडी फॉर मनी, लालची. ग्रीडी मतलब लालची. अब कोई भी जो लालची होता है That means he is never satisfied. उसका जो लालच है, उसका जो lust है, वो बढ़ता चला जाता है. So there is the right term is avaricious. So avaricious is greedy. Adjective word है. One who is greedy is avaricious. Another word which can be used over here is one who is one who has lust for money. ठीक है, तो lust for money हम लिख सकते हैं, that is greedy. Then the word is spendthrift. स्पेंड करने वाला, ठीक है, और वो spendthrift जो होता है वो खर्चीला होता है. इट्स एन एंटोनिम ऑफ ग्रीडी. तो ये एंटोनिम वर्ड हमारे को दिया हुआ है avaricious का. The one who is greedy, they do not spend anything. They are even, they are even miser. They do not, they are tight-fisted, close-fisted. मुट्ठी बंद रहती है उनकी, बस अपने बारे में सोचते हैं और earn करने की सोचते हैं. But spendthrift is one who spends money lavishly. They live a life of comfort and they never bother about spending. So एक तरह से इसका greedy का antonym हो गया. Then we have the one who is something which is splendid. Splendid मतलब बहुत भव्य, बहुत बड़ा, magnificent. तो splendid is which is magnificent. Magnificent और very बहुत शानदार भी, right? So that is said to be splendid. A cynic is a doubter, one who doubts. And one who never trusts anyone is a cynic. Then coming to the next question, a person who insists on something, जो अपनी बात पे ही अटका रहता है. One who just thinks that he has the right perception, right understanding, and what he or she says is perfect. So they are kind of perfectionist. And they are said to be stickler. हमने word पहले भी पढ़ा था. One who insists on something is a stickler. They stick to something. Disciplinarian, I told you, hard task master. That means discipline to them means a lot. They are very disciplined. They are very organized, and they consider everything to be in a proper way. Then we have the word instantaneous. Instantaneously मतलब quickly. हम बहुत सारे advertisements भी देखते हैं, instant Maggi, instant noodles and all these things. तो वहीं से ये word आया है. Something which is done at once without much wastage of time is instantaneous, right? Then boaster, we have done this word again. A braggart. A braggart, one who brags a lot, one who speaks very highly about oneself. That is braggart. A person who hates women. अब women के लिए हमने term जो करा था, हमने gynae term करा था, right? तो women के लिए जो term आता है gynae. अब यहाँ पे अगर हम देखें तो misogynist is the right term because miso is disliking, hating someone, and gynist is woman. One who dislikes or hates women is a misogynist. Cruel, cruel is one who is very harsh, one who is not at all generous. So that is cruel. One shows a lot of unfriendly kind of behavior. Then misanthropist. So mis matlab not. This root word exactly, miso, mis means not liking. ऐसे हमने एक word करा था in भी not के लिए आता है. जैसे someone who like हमने पढ़ा था word vulnerable, है ना? तो not vulnerable, not easily affected. That is how. Then misanthropist जो term आया है, that has come one who dislikes the mankind, or one who is a hater, or one who hates the fellow human beings or mankind is known as misanthropist. Okay, anthrop term mankind के लिए आया. Then philanthropist, इसका opposite word है ये. This is an antonym of misanthropist. Why? Because they are phil. Phil means to love. Misanthropist is one who hates. He loves mankind. That is philanthropists. They are the ones who love the fellow human being, and one who is a lover of the fellow human being. Actually, God also loves those people. So this person is an altruist. An altruist is a lover of mankind who helps others, who loves others, and tries to bring a happiness on the other's face. Then coming to our next question, that which cannot be corrected, जिसे सुधारा नहीं जा सकता, वो इतना ज़्यादा चीज़ों को खराब कर चुका है कि now it is too difficult to bring any changes in that person. There is a certain limit. We say there are some people who are not ready to change. There is a certain limit to which we can help themselves. So such become incorrigible, which cannot be corrected. So corrigible means which cannot be corrected, not corrected. So जिन्हें सुधारा नहीं जा सकता. Illegible, legible का मतलब होता है readable. तो जब किसी की राइटिंग रीडेबल नहीं होती है, नॉट रीडेबल, तो हम बोलते हैं इलेजिबल. टीचर रिमार्क लिखते हैं जनरली, इलेजिबल हैंड राइटिंग, हमें समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा आपने क्या लिखा है, दैट राइटिंग इज इलेजिबल, राइट. देन इंडेलिबल, इंडेलिबल मार्क, अमिट छाप, समथिंग विच इज पत्थर की लकीर हो जाती है जैसे. So indelible mark is which cannot be removed. Something which cannot be removed. It is forever, which remains forever. So it is like a stigma, एक कलंक की तरह होता है ना? So which cannot be removed, more like a stigma, a kalank. Then we have the term unintelligible. Unintelligible मतलब जिसकी कोई बात जो होती है वो sensible नहीं होती. They talk all rot, all which is not of worth. So that is an unintelligible talk. One who doesn't have any kind of wise or good thoughts is unintelligible, right? And thus we have completed all our practice questions for today. Hope you have understood a lot many things. Go through it, learn good, and take it an advantage for yourself. So every Friday 8 p.m. I'll be there with you to present some new and interesting part of verbal ability. Till then, have a nice day ahead. Thank you, one and all.